Alright guys, it's Diddley here, and today I want to talk a little bit about that newfangled device, the Xbox One. Now I'm sure you've seen there's been a hell of a lot of backlash about the system, also about the reveal, and you only have to look on YouTube. There's been many uploads about it, there's been many forum posts about it. I just wanted to give my opinion really on the Xbox One, the reveal, what I think of the system. And surprisingly, you know what, it's not all that bad. And I'm going to start with the positives because I think we should start on a good note. So yeah, let's get into it. So positives, controller looks alright, and that's all I got. That's literally all I got. That controller looks alright. Not really a massive step from what we got already, but I can't think of anything else that I thought when I was watching that reveal or the highlights, because I didn't see it on the day. I can't think of anything else that I thought was great. Now, the reason why you're watching Battlefield 1943 footage here is because one of the major negative issues I had was the lack of backwards compatibility. And look, I mean, I accept that when there's a new system coming out, you can't run old games on it. There's always new ways to deliver the games to you. And as my friend pointed out, I own, 3 original Nintendos, 1 Super Nintendo, 1 N64, a GameCube, multiple handhelds, and there's a PS2 knocking around somewhere. And I accept I can't take a Super Nintendo cartridge and drop it into the PS2 and expect it to work. It's a different way of delivering the media to you. But we're in a new age now where console gamers have access to digital titles, and personally I have over 175 arcade and indie titles that I've downloaded, that I've purchased. Well, you can't really say purchased, but I'll come on to that shortly. And I am going to have absolutely no way to run these on the new Xbox, on Xbox One. Now, I hate the name. I'm just going to say that Xbox One is a shitty name. The reason why I hate that name so much is because if I want to go back and play 1943, one of my favourite online titles, it's one of the best multiplayer experiences, never mind in the arcade, it's one of the best multiplayer experiences on its own, regardless of where you got it from. If I want to go back and play that, I will then have to keep my 360 there. Now I know what you're thinking, oh fucking first world problems and all that, but listen, you called it Xbox One, you're forcing me to have 2 Xboxes. And this 360 came before Xbox One, so I'm going to be calling it Xbox 2. So that's a shitty name for a start. Second of all, although if you read the terms and conditions, although if you purchase an online title, and this is the same through Steam, and this is the same with iTunes, if you purchase in music or books or whatever, you don't actually own that media. What you own is a license to play or to listen. You don't own the actual media itself, right? And I accept that as well. I accept that I entered into a term and agreement with you when I purchased or when I paid you money to be able to play these games, and I accept that you can turn that service off at any time. What I can't understand is this new system has three fucking separate operating systems that work together, right? And not one of them is able to emulate an Xbox 360 or just emulate the arcade experience or the indie games. Not one of them. You put 3 operating systems in there already, why not just fucking throw in a 4th? It's not going to be that much work for you. You've already put 3 of them in there. We've got a 500 gig hard drive, and I'm sure the Xbox 360 emulation wouldn't take up that much more room. So that I can't understand. The other thing I can't understand is always with a new console release there is always going to be a lack of games. Now what have we seen on that release schedule? Forza 5 and Call of Duty Ghosts. So you're expecting me to pay out money to sit there and play 2 games when I already have a back catalogue waiting for me of 175 that I could just transfer over and be able to play them on the new system. Always with new consoles, they always are released at a loss, and this has been the same with the 360 and the PS3 recently. They're always released at a loss. Well, guess what, Microsoft? If you were to transfer over the arcade and indie library to make them playable on the Xbox One, maybe reduce the price slightly of a couple of games, congratulations, I've just given you fucking 6 years worth of decent quality games and increase your revenue stream. So people will have something to fucking play on this system other than Forza 5. Come on now. About 3 people play that on my list, Forza games. Like I've had Forza 3 and Forza 4. They were alright for about 2 or 3 days. Oh, look how pretty and shiny the cars are. Oh, I don't actually like cars. Fuck it. I'm so angry at the fact that I'm not going to be able to transfer over my arcade games. The fact you're asking me to keep my 360 completely separate when I'm going to be able to transfer over my gamer tag and I'm assuming my gamer score. Not that I give a shit about my gamer score at all or my achievements. I don't really care about that. Just my gamer tag would be fine if I can transfer that over. But yeah, I can't transfer over the digital library that I've purchased through you. Just a fucking annoyance, it really is. The other thing I want to talk about is who the fuck are they targeting for this system? Who the fuck do they think is going to play this system? There was so much talk there of let's get this console into the living room, TV this, TV that, family. I love my family, I really do, but I play video games so I can get away from them. It's as simple as that. This console that I use is not in my living room. I don't want to be sitting there with my brother or my mum. Can you imagine me playing Battlefield and I'm telling my mum to go and attack Objective A? That's not going to fucking happen. Like, I play video games so I can have an escape. I'm going to chat to some people that I've known. Some of these guys I've known on Xbox for like 5 or 6 years. They're my friends. I play Xbox because I want to go and get away from the mundane shit that is life, right? I don't want to be sitting there with my family. I don't want them integrated into this experience. That's not how video games work. Unfortunately, the basement dweller description is true of most of us. Most of us just want to go and sit and get away from all that family shit. I don't know anybody that wants to play video games sitting there in front of their family and explaining what's going on and all that. It just seems so silly. And I genuinely don't know who they're targeting it at, because as a gamer, I feel like they've kind of left me out a bit. Like, what is in it for me now? You're trying to incorporate TV, instant switching between TV and Xbox console. I've got that already. It's called the off button. I can turn my Xbox off and my TV will come on. And if I wanted to watch TV, I would be watching TV already, because we pay for a fucking Sky subscription where we're getting our TV anyway. And I don't watch that as it is. So why are you trying to incorporate that? Why are you trying to take me away from my games and get me to go and watch TV? Because TV can't do that anyway. Otherwise I would be watching TV and you guys wouldn't be watching a commentary of me ranting over video game footage. Instead there would be some fucking episode of EastEnders and me talking about that over the top. I really don't understand where Microsoft are coming from. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm angry. I pretty much am, to be honest. I've been disillusioned with gaming for a while. The way it's been going with DLC this and fucking online passes and microtransactions, and the fun has been kind of sucked out of it quite a lot, to be honest. And this new reveal is just kind of just showing me it's all about the money, really. And I accept, as a business, you need to find ways to increase your revenue stream. You've got to find ways of increasing your profit. And had you just come out with that reveal and said, look, it's a new console, shiny and new graphics and more power under the hood, that would have been more lackluster than what we saw already. But as a gamer, I can't help but feel a bit isolated here. You're bringing me features that aren't relevant to me. A lot of that TV stuff is definitely not relevant to me. As I said before, I would be watching TV rather than playing games if I was that into TV. But coming out with a new Halo TV series at a console release is fucking irrelevant. It's about as relevant as me saying, new Xbox guys, and my next door neighbour's got a red car. Brand new red car. I'm so happy for him. That car looks so shiny. It's completely fucking irrelevant. It's got nothing to do with the console. Had you come out and said, guys, we've got a new Halo game coming out, Halo 5, but we're going to call it Halo 1. Call it whatever the fuck you want. That would have had more relevance to a console release than bringing out a TV show. Brand new TV show. A TV show would be, let's just say, 1 episode a week and an hour. take away 20 minutes of that for adverts, and you've got 40 minutes per week that you're able to hold my attention. 40 fucking minutes per week. A new Halo game from a non-Halo fan perspective. I've only really played Halo 3 and Halo 4 SWAT mode, and the only reason I play SWAT mode is because it's not like Halo, right? But from a non-Halo fan perspective, coming out with Halo 5 or brand new Halo game called Halo 1, whatever, would have held my attention a lot more. I would have been way more excited than knowing there's a new TV show. There are so many TV shows coming out as it is that I don't watch and I don't care about. I don't want my dashboard to be telling me the latest series of Downton Abbey is coming out and I've got to watch it because it's dead exciting, and it's got new interactive features like you can press the A button while some guy is talking to some other woman in Downton Abbey. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck about that? I want to play games. I want to just be able to play decent games on my system and interact with people that I know. I've known some of these guys for a long time that I play with on Xbox on my friends list. I want to be able to interact with those people and play decent games with them. I don't want TV features put into my Xbox. And don't get me started on the sports features. Aside from the fact that that was all aimed at the American market, there's someone from the UK who does not understand why American football is even called football when you play it with your hands. I have got no interest in that sport, or really any sport. I don't want to watch sports. I want to play sports. If I want to go and play sports, I'll go outside and play some sports. I don't want to be fucking watching sports. I don't want fantasy football league teams to be able to be brought up on the side while I'm watching a show about sports. Because that's just bollocks. It's got nothing to do with gaming. And you risk isolating your core market, the gamer. And you know who did that? The fucking Wii. And where are the Wiis now? In closets, in cupboards, getting dusty. There was a point where everybody's mother and everybody's grandma was playing Wii. No one gives a shit about Wii U. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's hope we see some more game footage and not shitty features that don't apply to gamers. Take it easy, guys.